In this short video, we'll take a look at the main features of HiMobile, a network management tool from HiVision which is designed for use on portable devices such as tablets and phones. Let's begin by looking at some of the benefits of mobile diagnostics tools. Today, smartphones and tablets are everywhere. Most people carry at least one phone, even at work. It's normal for network administrators to have a company phone, as they need to be notified of network problems immediately. This means a phone has great potential as a supervision and diagnostics tool. No network administrator can supervise a network 100% of the time, but a network event can occur at any time. The network administrator may be in a meeting or somewhere else on site. Nevertheless, immediate status information is required. When an event occurs, the network management station can send an email or a push notification to the administrator's phone. The administrator can then use the phone to get real-time information about the network. Imagine the following scenario. You walk past an equipment rack and see a fault light on a device. Your first option would be to go to the control room and use your PC-based tools to investigate. But the control room may be some distance away or even in a completely different geographical location, so your response time is increased. Your second option would be to take out your phone and start diagnostics. You could immediately ascertain the seriousness of the fault and tailor your response accordingly. This rapid response will certainly increase the uptime of your network. Now we've seen the benefits of mobile diagnostics tools, we can briefly look at some of the background information about Industrial HiVision. Industrial HiVision is a network management application designed to supervise any SNMP-enabled devices. If you're not familiar with the functionality offered by Industrial HiVision, just view some of the many videos about this product. Let's examine how the management solution is put together. In this diagram, I'm using a cloud to represent a network. This could be your corporate network, your home network, a private wide area network, or the internet. From the perspective of Industrial HiVision, the type of network is not relevant. Industrial HiVision is a client-server application. The server runs on Windows or Linux. All information about the network is held on the server. The server regularly polls devices attached to the network and maintains a database of the acquired information. The server itself does not have a user interface. This functionality is provided by the Industrial HiVision client. The client can be run locally on the same machine as the server. Alternatively, the client can run on a separate machine. Again, both Windows and Linux versions are available. One server can support multiple clients simultaneously. In addition to SNMP, the Industrial HiVision server supports OPC-DA and OPC-UA, thereby making network information available to OPC clients. The focus of this video is to look at a third client option, a smartphone. This smartphone app from HiVision is called HiMobile. So now let's look specifically at HiMobile from HiVision. HiMobile is not just a smaller version of a desktop application. It's been designed from the ground up to run on smartphones and tablets. It's not a browser, it's a real app. All graphical elements have been formatted to compensate for the smaller screen sizes of phones and tablets. Of course, the major mobile operating systems are supported, including iOS, Android, and Windows Phone. HiMobile offers 4 functions to assist with network supervision and diagnostics. Dashboard displays a color-coded high-level overview of the network. Network provides more detailed information about network areas, devices, and connections. Event List offers exactly the same information as the Industrial HiVision event log. Device makes an instant connection to information about a device by scanning a QR code. Let's look at each function in more detail. The dashboard provides a clear, easy-to-read display of the status of network components. Errors have a prominent position at the top of the screen, with warning and OK statuses displayed below. To maximize clarity, the dashboard is both color-coded and text-based. Like other clients, the status values in the dashboard are taken directly from Industrial HiVision. This means that the information is accurate. The information is also consistent across all clients. All warnings and errors need to be investigated, but clearly some failures are more important than others. For this reason, each category is subdivided into devices and connections. So, at a glance, you can see how many errors are caused by device failures and how many by connection failures. Industrial HiVision users will already be familiar with the network hierarchy. This enables the creation of a tree structure which reflects the topology of a network. The graphic on the left shows the hierarchy tree from Industrial HiVision. The phone screen shows the same network. As you can see, the structure is the same. This is done automatically. No manual effort is required in HiMobile. If you look closely at the Industrial HiVision graphic, you can see that the icons for the office and factory networks are customized. The network administrator selected these icons from the Industrial HiVision icon library. Now look at the same two networks on the phone screen. They show identical icons. Again, this is done automatically. This ensures a consistent look and feel across all the clients. In the Industrial HiVision graphic, the factory network has a warning status, indicated by the yellow background. Look closely at the factory icon on the phone screen. It has a yellow warning triangle at the bottom right. The statuses are consistent. In Industrial HiVision, you open folders to see the devices inside. HiMobile works the same way. Each device is displayed with its device and system names, IP address, icon, and status. This information is taken directly from Industrial HiVision. In this example, the network administrator has created a custom icon within HiVision for the Gate Manager server. So this icon is automatically used in HiMobile. Tapping the device icon opens a screen showing the device status. Tapping the device name drills down further into the device, showing subcomponents like power supplies or ports. Scrolling further down this screen shows the connections between the devices, including configuration information and status display. Event logs are critical for fault finding, so this information must be available immediately. The event screen shows exactly the same information as the Industrial HiVision event screen, but formatted to suit the display size. Tapping an event drills down to provide full information in a list format. As there can be a lot of events in the list, we've added an event filter. It's possible to view just warnings and errors, just unacknowledged warnings and errors, or all unacknowledged events. To get even more specific information, there's a search field. It's possible to search on event source, component, or message. So, for example, typing in an IP address will display all events for that device only. There are times when a picture really is worth 1,000 words. Industrial HiVision offers superb topology maps, which greatly assist supervision and diagnostics. So it makes sense to offer the same feature in HiMobile. A live, real-time view of a network topology does not make sense for an app. It would require a lot of code and considerable processing power. So HiMobile displays a screenshot directly from Industrial HiVision. Like a standard client, the screen shows the network topology plus device and connection status. This greatly assists the network administrator to visualize the network status and locate problem areas. As I mentioned previously, HiMobile was designed for portable devices. It's clear that a large network topology map cannot fit on a small device screen. Scrolling and zooming are available to support large topology maps at a readable resolution. This video is about supervision and diagnostics using HiMobile. But I want to tell you about one function which does not fit into either category. This is known as the signaling function. Basically, it makes LEDs on a device blink. Imagine a scenario where you're standing in front of a rack of switches and you need to identify a specific one. Simple. Select the device in HiMobile, trigger the signaling function, and the device's LEDs will start flashing. It's now easy to find the device. But why stop there? Now imagine a scenario where you are remotely instructing someone to connect a cable to a switch. Your instruction, connects the cable to module 2, port 7, might sound simple to you, but may be less simple to someone unfamiliar with the switch. So just select the port in HiMobile and trigger the signaling function. The port LED will flash, leaving no room for error. Now onto my favorite scenario. We've all spent time trying to trace cables. It's often frustrating work. Here again, we can use the signaling function. Select the connection in HiMobile. Trigger the signaling function. LEDs on the ports at each end of the cable will start flashing. It's immediately obvious which ports on which devices are connected by the cable. At the very beginning, I mentioned a scenario where you walk past an equipment rack and see a fault light on a device. You could waste time going to the control room to investigate, or you could start diagnostics immediately. In HiMobile, selecting the device menu opens a QR code scanner. Use it to scan the QR code on the device. When the QR code has been read, HiMobile will go directly to that device's screen. You will immediately see relevant status information about the device. This information will assist you in deciding what action to take next. Clearly, you don't need to enter the device's IP address into HiMobile. In fact, you don't even need to know the device's IP address. You cannot get quicker than that. We've almost reached the end of the video. If you are interested in HiMobile and would like to try it out, there is a demo mode available. The demo mode uses a simulated network. The simulation is based on a real network with real IP addresses which we keep online. So the simulation is quite realistic. As this is a demo, industrial HiVision is not required. Download HiMobile and start your evaluation. No effort is required for configuration. Just go to the Settings menu and enable the demo mode. Finally, HiMobile is available completely free of charge. However, it's not a standalone app. It's a client for industrial HiVision. This means that for live operation, industrial HiVision is required. Industrial HiVision is a commercial application with prices based on the number of devices being supervised. But the license, which manages a maximum of 16 nodes, is fully functional, permanent, and free of charge. A combination of these two free of charge applications makes a nice starting point for managing a small network of devices from any manufacturer. If you would like more information about HiMobile network management products, please visit our website at www.hivision.de. I hope you found this video interesting and thank you for watching.